Good day traders, hope you all fine. I'm back with a new video for you, which is going to be one about Ripple. 5 reasons why Ripple is going to explode to $30. Completely right, my expectations are that Ripple will hit the $30. And in this video guys, I want to present you my 5 confirmations for that, and I want to explain to you very detailed. The first one is going to be what are the benefits of Ripple, because we need to understand that Ripple has big value for our economy. The second confirmation is going to be the economic cycle. The third one is going to be the history is repeating, because the history always repeated in the past, and this is what I want also to illustrate you in this confirmation. Confirmation number 4 is going to be the DXY versus crypto, and the last one is going to be the technical analysis, so full breakdown analysis on Ripple. But guys, before we're going to start off with this video, I want to show you my TradingView page over here, where I post daily posts on different trading setups, especially on all the dollar pairs, because I love the dollar. For example, Euro USD, Gold, GBP USD, but also the GBP, GPY. And guys, for all those who are struggling with trading, I'm going to present you my new product, which is going to be released next week. It is my supply demand course. A lot of bunch information. In the last YouTube video you can check out everything that is in this course. And also guys, do not forget to jump in our Telegram group, because here we also post all the latest information about our trading setups. And also we got a Signal group over here where we banked this week over 400 pips, as you can see on gold, plus 420 pips. Insane movements on gold. We could bank it in our trading account. And if you want to join us, just click over here and check out our products, because we got minus 50% on all our products. Now guys, let's get started with our video, and I'm going to show you my first confirmation. Let's get started with the first confirmation, which is going to be the benefit of Ripple. Now guys, Ripple is a global payment network, meaning that they're going to provide you transaction from everywhere, expanding your reach by offering more places and ways to move your money. Also, they are very reliable because they're building trust by increasing visibility and eliminating payment failure. Also, all their transactions are happening instantly. Therefore, the customers are getting their money when they're needed. And also low cost. Those 2 points actually, the instant transactions and the low cost, are very interesting for the banks. This is what we can see over here. They have already big partners like the American Express, MoneyGram, and so on. The second confirmation is the economic cycle. Now I'm going to explain you how an economic cycle actually looks like and how it works. We need to imagine when a company is founded, it started at 0. Now, let's say this company is doing a good job. Therefore, the price and value of this company is going to get more value. So the prices are increasing. Now, this company is getting new improvements, they are releasing new products, and so on. So this is very good for a company. Now, then the market reaches a high level. This is the ultimate high of this economic cycle. At this point, investors are not that interested anymore in this company, because the company in this phase is not releasing any new improvements, it is not releasing any new products, maybe they have some troubles right now, and so on. Meaning that not everybody and also not every company can be always perfect. So they are going to have a phase where they are not as good as it was. This is actually then the corrective phase. Exactly like we can see here over on Ripple, this is what happened. We started over here, went to ultimate high, and then afterwards we made this massive correction. So this is the correction. At this phase over here, investors were joining this bull market. But when they see the price is dropping to the downside, the thing is that at the same place over here, the investors are losing hope. Okay, this will actually lead to even lower prices. Okay, so they're going to short this market or they're going to leave it. Therefore, this market is going to lose drastic on value. But then at some level, it will find support. Okay, because you need to understand that during this phase, so during this ultimate high over here and this low over here, during this phase, the market, the company, has done improvements. Okay, so if it is a good company, then it will release new improvements. These new improvements are actually not correct in the price cycle, meaning that the company is at this place over here better than it was at ultimate high. So then all the investors and everybody should rethink what they've done. So at this low price, new investors are going to join the market, and this will then lead to an bullish continuation. So this is going to be then the recovery phase till we're going to come back at ultimate high, and then afterwards, if it is a good market, it will continue to explode to the upside. And this is actually what we can see right now on Ripple. If we look here on the weekly chart, we can see this was the ultimate high. Right now we're in this corrective phase, and right now we got so low prices that investors are again interested in buying this market. Let's get into the third confirmation, which is going to be the history is repeating. What do I mean by history is repeating? I will show you right now here on CoinTrader. So I switched the platform because I wanted to look more into the past to see some more information on Ripple. And what we see over here is actually that Ripple is going to go up in 3 pumps. Now, what we can see over here is pump number 1, pump number 2, and pump number 3. Between pump number 1 and pump number 2, we got only a small correction, which we can see here better on the daily time frame. And between the pump number 2 and pump number 3, we got a bigger correction. So here you can see this red candle over here, which is the correction. And between pump number 2 and pump number 3, we can see a bigger one. Now let's switch back to the 3-day time frame. What we can see is this major trend line, which is acting as resistance over here. So 5 touches, which was acting as resistance, and 2 touches, which was acting as support. And after breaking this resistance, acting as support, afterwards we were expecting again 3 pumps to the upside. Pump number 1, small correction, pump number 2, then bigger correction, exact the same like here, and then pump number 3. What is happening right now? Guys, exactly the same thing. 5 touches at the trend line, 2 touches of support. This is incredible. Something like this you do not see every day in the Forex market or any market. This is so unique. Actually, the correction, the movement to the upside happens exact the same way. And this is why I'm so excited about Ripple, because this is actually my confirmation on this chart over here, guys. The history is repeating and actually the same. So me personally, I cannot believe it that I can see something like this on the chart. So this is so damn great for us. Now, if we are going to pick up this bars, just copying it to see what we can see our target. Let me check. And we are comparing it with the past. We can see that the first pump, this one over here, is bringing our price to this ultimate high. So it will break, it will retest it, and then the second pump will occur. Now, let's do the same over here. We're going to put it over here so that this level is going to break through it, retesting it. So I mean this trend line over here. Same like here. What can we expect in the second pump? So this is the first pump. This is the price where the first pump will bring us actually at the ultimate high. And then guys, the second pump will bring us between $30 and $40, which is incredible. But I believe that we're going to stop at $30 because this is simply a wonderful round number, and it is simply an institutional level where big players are interested in closing their position. And this will actually occur in this phase of exhaustion. So in this chart patterns, like a triangle which is showing us indecision, big players are going to accumulate their profits, meaning that some big players are going to close their profits. This will actually drop down the price, what we can see over here. So the price then will drop down. Then again, the big players are going to buy it, sell, buy, sell, buy, and this phase will actually trap a lot of traders, a lot of investors, because a lot of them will panic in this phase. They are going to not believe anymore in Ripple, and then the next phase is going to occur. Boom, pump number 3. In the same game, we will also see between pump number 1 and pump number 2, but not the same like between the pump number 2 and the pump number 3. This is actually where the correction over here is much longer, because if investors and traders are going to see a break of this resistance, then a lot of traders know, okay, we should wait for the retest of the new support then, and then we're going to jump into this trade again. Okay, so this is actually a phase where more traders have more idea about how to trade this. Therefore the correction here will not be that long. But in this phase, this is the interesting phase, because afterwards we can see even bigger prices on Ripple. And here actually I cannot give you any kind of predictions, because I cannot tell you where the market will bring us. The only thing that I can tell you is that this phase over here will last long. So I do not expect that this is going to be only a couple of weeks. This is going to be a couple of months, in my opinion. Because what is also very interesting for us to view is the time cycle. Now, what we can see from the history is that we got the exact same structure, okay, the same behavior. But we also have it from a time cycle. So every year at the beginning, we can see something very interesting. Here we can see that the market was at the ultimate high. 1 year later, it was in the middle of the cycle. Then again, 1 year later, it was before this big movement. Then again, 1 year later, we were at ultimate high again. Then middle of the cycle, then here before the move is going to start off. And then we expect at 2021 that we're going to be again at the ultimate high phase, meaning that at this phase I do expect that pump number 2 is going to be the end. Okay, so pump number 2 is going to be the end at the beginning of next year, and then I expect a big correction. Maybe we're going to see something like this again, or maybe we're going to see a big triangle. I cannot tell you right now. We're going to watch the market and to see what kind of structure the market is providing us, but I will definitely close all my profits next year at the beginning. Now guys, this was my confirmation, and this is actually the one where for me personally it is very mind-blowing to see something like this, because it looks the same in structure, it looks the same in time period. This is actually very mind-blowing. Let's go to the next confirmation, guys. Confirmation number 4, DXY versus crypto. Now, what does that mean actually? It means that the DXY and all the normal currencies like the euro, the British sterling, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, and so on, all the currencies are actually the exact opposite like the cryptos. Why? Where in the first place, the cryptos are limited and all the currencies, they are not limited. Meaning that the government have big impact on the future of the DXY. And this is actually the result that we can see on the charts right now. This is why the DXY is dropping, because if something is not limited, it can be victim to inflation. And this is what happens to the DXY right now. They are printing right now so many dollars that the value of the DXY is currently dropping as hell. And what is the exact opposite? It is crypto, guys. It is simply crypto. If you look on the charts over here, you can see XRP USD, meaning XRP is fighting against the dollar. And whenever the dollar is losing value, all the cryptos are gaining value. And this is why it is so important to understand what kind of direction we have on the DXY. And I told you this in my past analysis on YouTube and also on TradingView that I'm absolutely bearish on the DXY. As you can see, on the DXY we are pushing from this monthly resistance and monthly supply zone to the downside. My first target is actually this monthly support, and my second one is this over here. If we look on the technicals from a weekly perspective, what we can see is also impulsive move to the downside, corrective to the upside, impulsive to the downside, corrective to the upside, and now we do expect the next impulsive move to the downside. So we got confirmation on every time frame. Also on the daily, we can see how beautiful those corrections are looking like. We can see supply zones on the daily. We can see this trend line over here. We got confirmations on all time frames that the DXY is going to drop down. But what are the news telling us? And this is something very, very, very interesting. Because I was looking right now on Google and I was just searching for crypto news and so on. And what we can see is actually at the beginning of September, there was a news from the Inside for the Digital Economy. And they're telling you, okay, US dollar listed as strong sell on TradingView, while Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple flash buy signals. Okay, everybody who was reading this news, they were thinking about, okay, DXY is going to drop down, so I need to buy cryptocurrencies. Let's have a look on the 1st September. 1st September was over here. So we got at this level, we got strong sell confirmations. What happened? The price went extremely to the upside, guys. Exact the opposite. And if we're looking right now on the Ripple, on the 1st September, this was here, guys. Big drop, correction, big drop. The same thing what happened on the DXY, but exact the opposite. And I was telling you in my past analysis that this movement here to the upside was expected because we were over here in a phase of exhaustion. Meaning that the smart money traders were in this game and they were simply closing during this movement to the downside. They were closing their positions. Whenever they're closing their positions, this leads to higher prices because they were on short. Therefore, the price is gaining again power. So the dollar is gaining power. And now they have better prices for shorts. And this is an institutional level over here. This will bring the price back to the downside. So this is for you very important to understand. Never ever rely on those news. Because also if I'm just searching on Google for Ripple, which I was done today. Okay, this is in German right now, so you will maybe not understand this, but I will translate it for you because I'm from Germany. This news is telling us that Chris Larsen, this is the co-founder of Ripple, is moving currently $150 million. And then the question, is this the next dump? So the next crash in Ripple? Okay, let's have a look on Ripple. So this was the post of yesterday. Yes, of course, this was a dump. Is it right? No, guys, simply bullshit again. They're telling you to short Ripple in order for them to use your liquidity to push the price higher. So this is the game that you need to understand in the market. And look at this shit, man. They're telling you insight for the digital economy. This is simply bullshit, only to manipulate you. So do not trust those news, guys. Never rely on those. I know that a lot of investors out there, they're simply just looking news and they're acting on base of this information, but you need to understand a little bit of technicals. You need to have a source which is telling you what is happening in the market, and this is actually what's happening right now. And therefore, this is for me the next confirmation. The DXY is the exact opposite of the crypto, and we got technical confirmations on the monthly. I got 5 confirmations actually why it should drop down, and I got not a single one why it should go up. I will only got a confirmation that the DXY is going to go to the upside if we're going to break this resistance and if we're going to retest it. This is the only confirmation that I'm looking for if I want to take longs on the DXY. But now, guys, we are in this corrective phase. We have this trend line, we got daily supply zone, we got weekly resistance, we got corrective patterns over here. Everything looks like we're going to drop down, and we are going to drop down. Okay, guys, let's get started with the technical analysis, which is the last confirmation. I'm going to make a full breakdown analysis on Ripple, starting with the higher time frames, working down my way to the lower ones in order to show you that everything is perfect in alignment, and this is very important. Now, guys, if we look on this chart over here, we can see that Ripple went massively to the downside, about 97% to the downside. And I know this is kind of a bad situation if you're investors and you're just losing hope during this phase to the downside, but it is very important that this actually happened because we got you very important support. This was a support which we are testing, okay? So if we look on the weekly, we can draw it and we can see exactly candle closes at this level. So this level over here was responsible for this movement here to the downside, to the upside. Okay, so it moved to the upside like in impulsive, corrective, impulsive, and right now again corrective. And as you can see, this weekly candle over here is going to be very, very, very interesting for us, because if this is going to close as a bullish pin bar or even as a bullish engulfing, then this is my last confirmation that I got for you, because then we got also a nice price action confirmation for bullish momentum. Now the thing is, what we can see else here is this W formation. Okay, this is the W formation. And how does a W formation work? Pretty simple. It looks like this. So price is pushing then from this resistance to the downside, testing this neckline area over here, and afterwards you can expect movements to the upside. This is what actually is happening right now, as you can see, because price is over here at the neckline area over here. And the most interesting thing was that we actually hit it the level that I was looking for, which was this daily demand area. And guys, this is why supply demand is so damn important, but also the way how you draw your supply demand. And this is why I want to refer to my course, because I'm going to release it next week, where I will want to show you how I draw my supply demand areas and how I'm watching for price action in order to get an entry over here. And guys, I just had here a buy limit, and yeah, it is simply active. I'm in massive profits right now. I got such a tight stop loss due to my entry technique, and I'm just letting this open to $30 like I told you already. And this is going to be the best trade that I've ever made in my trading career if it is going to go that high. And I definitely expect that this is going to happen. Now guys, like you can see, everything is in confluence, because we got this weekly W formation. Also on the daily you can see it. We got here previous resistance, now turned support, which is also the neckline area. What else can we see? We can see here a nice trend channel as well. Okay, so price is in this trend line, then corrective phase, because this is simply a bullish flag. So we had here previous impulsive move to the upside, corrective to the downside. Now we do expect the next impulsive move to the upside. Perfect. What else can we see? On the weekly, guys, we can see an weekly support resistance. Okay. This is this one. No, maybe on the monthly. No. On the daily, we can see it very good. No, sorry. I need to, yes. This is the thing with cryptocurrencies. You need to understand when you need to have this function over here, okay? Because sometimes simply does not look good if you use it. And it is actually this support resistance over here, which I'm looking for. Because this key level, I want to see that the price is going to break it with the next move. Because if we're not going to see this support resistance to be broken, then I do not see that Ripple is going to explode now to the upside. But this is something which I really want to see. And this is going to bring us then to $1. So this is actually my first take profit on Ripple. Because like I already told you, you need to use those numbers, those institutional numbers, which is in this case $1. $1, then $3, which is going to be here at the ultimate high. So I do believe that we're going to first break through this structure, which will also create an inverted head and shoulders. So here we got left head, right shoulder. This is an inverted head and shoulders. Therefore, also I'm expecting this retest over here. You can then see from a structure perspective that everything is fine because the market is creating higher lows, higher highs, and so on. So afterwards here, I do expect that the price is going to break through it, retesting it, boom. First move to $1. Here, a few investors are going to take profit. Therefore, price is going to make a correction. Maybe we are going to make an accumulation phase over here, okay? Something like this. And then price, boom. It's going to continue to the upside to $3. And again, accumulation, but actually I do not expect accumulation since I'm expecting that the history is going to be repeated. Therefore, I want to see here move to the upside, break of this new resistance, retracement, retesting it, and then boom, the second pump. So this is going to be our first pump over here. This movement is going to be our first pump. And then afterwards, I do expect that we're going to create the second pump over here, and like I told you, big correction, and I'm going to close my trades after the second pump. But my investing, I'm going to only close 50% in profit, and the other one I want to let it open. Now guys, this was actually my video to Ripple. This is actually what I see in this market, why I am just expecting that we're going to hit this $30. And yeah, just write down in the comment section down below if you agree with my opinion. And yeah, if not, just tell me why not. Also very interesting for me. And if you want to support this video, just leave a thumbs up please. And also check out my description down below because I got there some nice information for you. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to see you the next time with a new video here on YouTube. Bye bye.